the people who are operationally on the ground going, "Hey, can we get this, this, and this?" Because they know how to do their job, and we're gonna find out how they got left out hanging out to dry later in
Oh,
full fo
it gets really
it
bad.
gets really bad. It's not just a couple of on the ground guys going, "Yeah, I don't have that authority." It's higher up.
Exactly. So this section is called Controlled Operation Organizations and Personalities. All right. So of course, just like Scrap was just talking about, we've got the Oath Keepers militia group. So the Oath Keepers USA is a group of proud American patriots who are dedicated to upholding the Constitution of the United States of America. Our members have rich, diverse backgrounds and include prior and current military, law enforcement, firefighters, first responders, and civilians, all who have taken the solemn oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Excuse me. All right. Our mission is to honor our oath and support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We believe that it's our patriotic duty to peacefully protest unlawful actions of our government. The vision is that the United States of America endure perpetuity as a constitutional republic. All right. So obviously, the allegations regarding Stuart Rhodes' involvement, I guess Stuart Rhodes is the founder of the Oath Keepers.
Mhm.
In intelligence communities, in the context of January 6th, the Capitol Riot Center, several claims and speculations. But some theories suggest that Rhodes and possibly other Oath Keepers had ties to federal law enforcement and other intel agencies, either as informants or operatives, or these alleged often stem from the broader conspiracy theories about federal government's role events in January 6th. So Scrap, what is this about the federal informant claims?
Ray Epps. Ray Epps is a member of the exact same chapter as Stuart Rhodes, and they scrubbed it from a website. And not just a member, he was a ranking member with Stuart Rhodes, and that's been proven out. Revolver News has multitude of breakdowns on this. The Internet Archive has been a boon to our research on this thing and to just the wealth of information that is out there about January 6th. They have probably the most detailed research on January 6th. What we're doing here is scratching just surface of the chalkboard and the pegboard and the cork board and the yarn and everything that Revolver News has been able to unwind and lay out really well. Props to them. Go to their website, read their stuff on J6. But yes, Oath Keepers has had, as far as their particular chapter, I think, speaking of Arizona, we were talking about them earlier, that's where Ray Epps lives. And, there was a handful of these guys that are all like former Marines or Intel or something. And it's like, fine, cool. Like, we love our troops and everything. We just did a full our first segment was on Normandy and whatnot, right? Like, we need these guys. What we don't need is for these guys to come back home and screw us over. Because that's a big issue. Like, we can't have this, guys. You're running this into the ground, and there will be there's consequences for everybody, not just which is not cool. Like, you guys, you have family members. Think
And
about your
innocent
family
people too.
and
Innocent
innocent
people
people,
had no idea what was going on
right?
whatsoever.
So I could rant more, but that's the thing is like, that Ray Epps is right there hand in hand with Stuart Rhodes, and I don't know if Stuart Rhodes is a guy that is that's a part of all of this garbage, or if he's just a patsy, another fall guy of Operation Trust or QAnon, whatever you want to call it. See our first thing on that. We're gonna do a replay on that because it kind of got messed up when we first did it.
We
But
tried our best, guys. We did.
dude, there's so much garbage in there. Anyway, on with the program.
Yeah, so there were people that had claimed that that Rhodes had some type of contact cooperation with federal agencies, which were fueled by conspiracy theories about a um, uh, deeper level of government involvement, knowledge about the insurrection. However, or insurrection or peaceful protest, whatever you want to call it. But the Evidence supporting these claims remains scarce and largely speculative. So, I mean,
Other than the fact that Ray Epps and him were of the same chapter and it's provable.
yeah, that's definitely provable. All right, moving on to our second personality, the QAnon shaman.
Or
You're gonna,
you mean the guy that was on depicted on The Simpsons well before any of this ever happened?
oh, dude, The Simpsons got a bunch of this stuff right.
What is up with that?
I don't get it. Like, man, somebody he must have a crystal ball of some sort.
I don't know. All I know is all the big like television companies post World War II were all founded by, military industrial people, whether they were Navy, whatever. They
Yep,
own the airwaves. Let's just put it that way.
exactly. So the QAnon shaman, whose real name is Jacob Chansley, he's also known as Jake Angeli. Is a prominent figure with the QAnon conspiracy theory movement. He gained widespread recognition for his distinctive appearance during the January 6th Capitol riot, where he was photographed wearing a horned fur hat, face paint, and tattoos, along with a bare chest. Chansley had been outspoken supporter of the QAnon conspiracy theory, which alleged that a secret cabal of Satan-worshipping pedophiles is running the global child sex trafficking ring and conspiracy against former President Donald
Wait.
Trump.
I
Wait a
think
minute.
that's some Pizzagate stuff.
Oh man, here
Oh
we go.
no.
Jacob
Here we
Chansley
go.
became known in the public sphere largely due to his active participation in various protests and rallies as a vocal supporter of QAnon. His eye catching attire, including his horn hat and face paint, made him a recognizable figure in all these events. Chansley frequently attended pro Trump and QAnon rallies, where he would often carry signs and shout slogans promoting QAnon conspiracy theories. His visibility at these events, coupled with striking appearance, helping him gain the following of the QAnon community and beyond. And see, just like you were talking about, we're not going to be biased here. When we were going over the QAnon, we definitely weren't biased. We were attacking it left and right with all the BS theories and stuff that was going on. So um obviously you look at what he's been what he put out even before then, I mean, was really awkward, but uh
Hmm. He was one of those guys that it's more likely he's somebody that fell down the rabbit hole. Did some psychedelics and ended up like it's just so weird. Like COVID, like at 20, like there was such this big flip. It used to be like the lefty tree hugger, ginseng loving, all of that, like supplements and stuff. And then when COVID happened, it's like where are all of these right wing LSD dropping like these psychedelic going dudes? Like where did they come from? Like I don't understand how this happened overnight. It was like and then you get stuff like you get this over here where I think I found actually a picture of Chansley hanging out with some of his buddies here. Check this out. See that? Oh wait, no, never mind. That's my Boomerang subscription.
now
My
you're
bad.
bringing Hanna-Barbera in
Oh
this.
my gosh.
Here we go.
I had to
But
bring some levity to that.
that's
This is
funny.
what it reminds me of is he's like the grand poobah of QAnon.
All right. So now we've gone straight from July all the way down into November and December. So now let's talk about the days leading up to the leading up to January 6th. All right. So this is on Monday, January 4th. Um, so the U.S. Capitol Police Sun asked Senate Sergeant at Arms Michael Stringer and House Sergeant at Arms Paul Irving for authority to have National Guard to assist with security for January 6, 2021, event based on briefing with law enforcement partners and revised intelligence. Sun's request was denied, and the security the arms tells COP Sun to contact General Walker DC National Guard to discuss the Guard's ability to support a request if needed. Sun notifies General Walker of National Guard, indicating that the USCP may need National Guard support from January 6, 2021, but does not have the authority to request at the time. Representative Liz Cheney is accidentally included on a call between Trump allies, and she listens as they plot to convince Pence to obstruct or delay the vote count. Um, I actually tried looking for that, guys, and I have not found it.
The phone call.
Yeah, I have not
I
found
don't
it.
know if they've ever leaked it out. It's alleged, but we're talking about Liz Cheney, the one that got shamed off the campaign trail in epic form on her
Oh,
last
man.
try because of all of this. But all of this stuff with the National Guard we were talking about with the Kash Patel stuff.
Oh, wait till next week.
That's what we're going to get into. This
Yeah.
stuff right here, Kash Patel is already, Trump and him are already at this moment on the horn about this issue before it should have ever been an issue.
Mhm.
So right here, what we're seeing is like the people who are operationally on the ground going, hey, can we get this, this, and this? Because they know how to do their job. And we're going to find out how they got left out hanging out to dry later.
Oh, it gets really bad.
It gets really bad. It's not just
Mhm.
a couple of low level guy or like on the ground guys going, yeah, I don't have that authority. It's higher up.
Exactly. So moving on to Tuesday, January 5th, in the morning, thousands of Trump supporters gather at Freedom Plaza near the White House in advance of the planned protests against the certification of Joe Biden as president-elect. The first rally is the March to Save America from 1 to 2 p.m., then Stop the Steal from 3:30 to 5 p.m., followed by the 80% coalition from 5 to 8:30 p.m. U.S. House Representative Zoe Lofgren holds a teleconference with Capitol Police Chief Stephen Sund and House Sergeant at Arms Paul Irving. Sund tells Lofgren that the National Guard is on standby and the Capitol Police are well staffed and prepared for the protests. Remember that, folks.
Are they?
Remember what I just said.
Are
All right.
they?
DC National Guard Commanding Major General William J. Walker receives new orders from Secretary of the Army Ryan McCarthy stating that he must seek approval from McCarthy and Defense Secretary Miller before preparing to respond to civil disturbance. Previously, he had authority to respond without first seeking permission. DC Mayor Bowser writes letter to Acting Secretary Miller and other authorities that the district government is not requesting further operational help in managing the expected protest crowd. Then, of course, pipe bombs found the next day were placed outside the Washington, D.C. offices of the RNC and DNC national headquarters between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m., according to the FBI.
You mean the ones with egg timers?
The one with and with those security cameras you find at banks.
The
You know,
ones
the
where
ones that are all
we can
pixelated, where they look like Mario from Nintendo.
Oh, that makes sense with then the mayor's name is Bowser. I'm just saying.
Hey!
Da da
Ayo!
da da da. Got it. You set
Love
me
it.
up. I was sitting there reading it like,
Totally.
give
I
it,
know you were
give it
waiting
to
on
me.
it. You know you
Let's
were waiting on it.
Go. Oh,
Yeah,
final
well,
boss. That's
I mean-
fitting. We could talk about the final. Well, not really the final boss, because our election is in another castle.
Yeah, they definitely need to
Let's go.
to make change some bills around in Congress to help this National Guard out.